Hey everyone, and welcome to Isms by Josie. Today we're going to be continuing our bunny from Crafter's Square. For my returning subscribers, thank you so much for tuning in, and for my new viewers, please consider subscribing, share, hit that like button, leave a comment below, and click on that notification bell for future videos. So you guys, if you didn't see part 1, what we did was we pretty much went through steps 1 and 2. And now we're going to move on to 3. So here we have our little half of the bunny. And we left off at row 13 and we have 6 stitches left, which is all these little ones here. And we're going to move on to a row 14 and it says 6 stitches plus 6 more, which means that out of these 6 stitches on here, we're going to do an increasing stitch for each one. So because this is a part 2 and we may have forgotten where we left off in part 1, or you're just popping into part 2 and you didn't see part 1, I'm going to go step by step on how to do these stitches until, I'll do it a few times, and then we'll just go back to crocheting normally. Again, this is a viewer request, and so if there is anything that you would like to see done, leave a comment below. Let me know where you got your item. I'll see if I can get it, and if I can, I'll do a video after this bunny. I do have a viewer request to do the unicorn, so that will be the next video that will probably come out maybe next week, if not the week after. So here we have where we left off, and of course before we start any row we have to chain 1. So we're going to chain 1, yarn over, pull up a loop, and now we can continue doing our stitches. So put your hook into the next stitch, and you're going to yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, and draw through all loops. And then to do the increasing stitch, we're going to put the needle back into the same stitch. We're going to yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, and draw through 2 loops. So now we have 2 stitches. So we know we have to end up with 12, so we got to do this 10 more. We got to get 10 more stitches on here. So we're going to put the hook into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through all loops, and then to do the increasing stitch, you put the hook into that same stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through all loops. So now we have 4. Let's do this again. Put your hook into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through all loops, and to increase it, put it back into the same stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through all loops. So now we have 6. So now we have 3 stitches left, and we're going to do the increasing stitch 3 more times, so that should complete our 12. Into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through all loops. We'll do it again, stick it into the same stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through all loops. Now we have 8. We have 4 more to go. Into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, do the increasing stitch, stick your hook into the same stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through all loops. Now one last time, you guys, we're going to stick our hook into the next stitch, remove that marker, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, draw through all loops, and then we're going to do 1 more increasing stitch. So into that same stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through all loops. And now we should have 12 stitches we are going to count back from the hook 12 stitches, and we're going to do a slip stitch. So let's start counting here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, lost it. Let's see. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Stick your hook into that 12th stitch. Now we're going to yarn over and pull through all loops. Okay, like that. And we're going to mark it off with our marker. So take that different color yarn and take the needle, and we're going to draw that through here. Then we're going to put this needle through that last stitch that we made, and we're going to pull one side all the way through, and we have our marker. So now we can move on to row 15, and this one's another easy one. It says we got to do the 12 stitches that we made plus 12 more. So once again, each stitch we're going to do the increasing stitch, and because we did 6 last time, I'm just going to say that I'm going to do the increasing stitch and not necessarily tell you step by step. If you need to go back, you can pause, rewind, slow down. There is that gear setting on the YouTube video, so you can slow the video speed, or fast. You can quicken it if you like. But like every row, we're going to chain 1, and now we're going to start our stitches. Stick your hook into the next stitch, do a single crochet, then we're going to do an increasing stitch, then we're going to do a single crochet, and then an increasing stitch, single crochet, 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 increasing stitch, last one, remove the marker, our single crochet, and increasing stitch. So now I'm going to count back 24 stitches, and then we're going to do a slip stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, yarn over, pull through all loops. I'm going to mark it off. And put it through the last stitch we made. So now we're going to do row 16 through 19, and we're going to be doing 24 stitches, so that should be easy and straightforward. We already have 24 stitches on here. Okay. So we're going to chain 1, and then we're going to do 24 single crochet stitches, and I'm just going to count them out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and 24. Remove the marker. Okay. So now we're going to count back 24 and do a slip stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Okay. I'm going to take the marker. To get through the last stitch. So now we get to do 17, the 17th row, and that again is 24 inches, 24 stitches. And I'm just getting all this yarn on here. I probably don't need that much. So again, yarn over, and I'm just going to count 24 single crochet stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, oops, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, remove the marker, 24. So now I'm going to count back again, 24, and then we're going to do a slip stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Okay. And I'm gonna mark this up. And now we're going to move on to row 18. And of course 18 is also going to be 24 stitches. So we're gonna yarn over, pull up a loop, and now we're gonna do 24 stitches and counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, remove the marker, okay, now we're going to count back 24 and do a slip stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Okay. I'm going to mark it off. This in the last stitch. So now we're going to do row 19, and that again has 24 stitches. So we're going to yarn over, pull up a chain, yarn one last time. We're going to do 24 single crochet stitches, counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, move the marker. Now I'm going to count back 24 and do a slip stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yikes, I lost it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Then we're going to yarn over and draw through all loops. And then I'm going to mark it off. So now for row 20, we have 24 minus 6 stitches. So let's find out where they want us to subtract it. So here we have row 20, 24 stitches minus 6. Here's row 20. 1, 2, 3, decrease. 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 So every third stitch, we're going to be doing the decreasing stitch. So we should end up with 18. This is where the fun begins, you guys. So we're going to chain 1. Then we're going to count 2 single crochet stitches, and then we're going to do the decreasing stitch. 1, 2, and on the third one we're going to decrease the stitch. So you're going to want to stick your hook into the next stitch, yarn over and pull up. Do not yarn over again. We're going to do the decreasing stitch. So you stick the hook into the next stitch, yarn over and pull up a loop. So now you have 3. Now you're going to yarn over and you're going to draw through all 3. And we just completed our decreasing stitch. You can see how that stitch looks different compared to the one next to it. Okay, so again, we're going to do 2 single crochet stitches. 1, 2. Then on the third stitch, we're going to do the decreasing stitch. So stick your hook into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop. Don't yarn over again yet. We're going to stick our hook into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop. Now we have 3. We're going to yarn over and draw through all 3 loops. We completed our decreasing stitch. Again, 2 more single crochet stitches. 1, 2. And then on the third one, we're going to do the decreasing stitch. So put your hook into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, and put your hook into the next stitch again, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, and draw through all 3 loops. 2 more single crochet stitches. 1, 2. Then we're going to do a decreasing stitch. 1. Put your hook into the next stitch. 2. Yarn over, draw through all 3 loops. Then we're going to do 2 single crochet stitches. 1, 2. Then we're going to do the decreasing stitch. 1, 2. Yarn over, draw through all 3 loops. Then we're going to do 2 single crochet stitches. 1, 2. And we're going to do 1 more decreasing stitch. Stick your needle into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, then stick your hook into the next stitch, pull out that marker, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, and draw through all 3 loops. So now we should have 18 stitches. I'm going to count backwards from the hook and then do a slip stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. Okay. I'm going to yarn over and draw through all loops, and then we're going to mark it off. Then I'm going to stick this needle into that last stitch we made, pull up to the other side, and now we get to move on to row 21. So now we're doing 18 stitches minus 6, 21st row, 18 stitches minus 6. Here's the 21st row. It looks like we're going to do single crochet, decreasing stitch, 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 single crochet, decreasing stitch. So we are going to be doing a decreasing stitch on every second stitch. Okay, so we did a bunch already. I'm just going to be indicating when I do my decreasing stitch. So again, we're going to chain 1, and then we're going to do a single crochet stitch, decreasing stitch, 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 single crochet stitch, and then one more decreasing stitch, so now we should have 12. I'm going to count back 12 and then do a slip stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let me just double check this. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. Do the slip stitch, and then we're going to mark this off. chain 1. So, oh, sorry. So we have to do 22, row 22, 12 stitches minus 6. So we're going to end up with 6. So here's row 22. We have to decrease every stitch. Okay. So let's do this because it's going to get very tiny very quickly. Decreasing stitch. Decreasing stitch. Decreasing stitch. Decreasing stitch. Decreasing stitch. And then one last one, decreasing stitch. Okay, so I've done, now I have 6 stitches left. I'm going to count back 6, do a slip stitch, and then we're going to finish it off because we're going to move on to the arms. Okay, so let's count backwards and do a slip stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Fairly easy. Well, fairly easy to count, but this is getting tiny, so it's going to be a little hard to do a slip stitch. Okay, and since we're done with this, we're going to finish this off here. Let's yarn over, pull the yarn all the way through. We're going to tighten this up. And look, you guys, we have our little body bunny with the bunny head. So cute. So now we are going to be doing the last 2, which is going to be very quick and easy, hopefully. We have the crochet arms and the crochet ears. So this is pretty easy and straightforward, and we're doing 6 rows of 6 stitches each. Okay, so starting this, we're gonna go back to the same instructions here. And I guess since this is a new video, I will show you guys how to do this step by step. So step 1, you're just gonna yarn over this yarn over your finger twice, leave a little bit of excess so you can pinch that down with your middle finger. Then you have your hook. So step 2 is just showing you how to hold it. Don't mind me, I've got an obscenely long size nails on my hands, so I'm gonna hold it the way that I need to hold it for crocheting. But step 3, they want you to stick the hook underneath the 3 of these here, and then we're gonna come back, grab this 3rd piece and drag it under the 2 like that. Then we're gonna yarn over again, and we're gonna drop a loop through that chain here. And now we have our magic ring, and we can remove it off our finger. So now we have step 4. Step 5, it's telling you to do that chain, and that's the chain, the same chain that we do before we start every row. So we're going to chain 1, and then steps 6 through 9 are pretty much telling you to do the single crochet. So you're going to stick your needle in the ring, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over again, and pull through both loops. We have our first single crochet. So we just have to do this 5 more times, you guys. Stick your hook into the ring, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Now we have 2 single crochet stitches on here. Let's do this again 4 more times. Stick the hook into the magic ring here, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, draw through 2 loops, and we have 3 single crochet stitches. We have 3 more. Stick your hook into the ring, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. So now we have 5 or 4 4 single crochet stitches. We're going to do 2 more. Stick your hook in the ring, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Then we're going to do this 1 more time, you guys. We're going to stick the hook into the ring, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through both loops, and we should have our 6. You just count back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And so now we're going to do step 10. It just tells you to keep pulling the loop, but sometimes it doesn't always work. So, and you're going to see it here. I'm going to pull this now, and you see it's only pulling 1 and this one's staying. This one needs a little help. So I'm pulling, 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 this one's staying. What we're going to do is this one that is moving, this end here, I want you to pull out. And as you pull this out, that one that was moving will now be tucking in itself. Like you see right here, see it's hiding now. Once you pulled enough to where it's gone, then you can pull this one. And so now your magic ring is now closed. You've created your first row. It's very nice and cute. We're going to count back 6 stitches, and we're going to do a slip stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Stick your hook into that stitch. And again, like I did in the first video, I'm going to tuck this excess piece. I'm going to keep crocheting it into the ring here. So I'll show you how to do that, but we're going to yarn over and we're going to draw through all loops, and then I'm going to mark it off with our marker. So, slip stitching was step 11, by the way, and 12. Okay. Now that I'm looking at it, 13 is just telling you the chain 1 like we always do, and then to put a marker that we already did. So let's do the arm. We already have our 6 stitches. We're going to do rows 2 through 6, 6 stitches each. You guys, this is going to be, we're going to be pros at this point, so I'm just going to count off stitches, tell you when I do a slip stitch, but let me show you how I tuck pieces like this away. And this is a lot, so hopefully I can fit it in this piece, but we'll see. So, like every row, you start off, we do a chain, and then we can start our single crochet stitches. Now you guys, I told you that to kind of pay attention to this stitch here is fused into this stitch, so your next stitch is actually going to be this one here that I'm pointing at. So we're going to stick our hook into that next stitch, and then I'm going to line this up with the hook here, this excess piece, because I'm going to tuck it away with every stitch that I make. So we're going to yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, draw through 2 loops. We have our first single crochet. We're going to do this 5 more times. Okay, put this on the side here so we can tuck it away. Now we have 2. We have to do 4 more. 3. 4. 5. When you're working this small, it's hard to keep these markers and excess yarn in its place. Then we're going to do 1 more. 6, remove the marker. Okay, now we're going to count back 6, and then we're going to do the slip stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and you want to put the pretty side on the outside, so we're just going to flip this. It wants to curl in on itself, just push it out. So now we have to mark off where we left off on our last row here. Stick your needle in the stitch, draw it through, then we can move on to row 3. Okay, So we are now, it's going to probably be hard to keep track of your rows since it's all the same here. But we are doing row 3. So again, we're going to do chain 1. And then we're going to do our single crochet stitches. Now remember you guys, this last stitch is fusing with this one. So that may look like your next stitch, but it's not. It's this one next over. And again, I'm going to try to tuck away this piece here. So let's just count down the stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Remove the marker. Okay. Then we're going to count back 6 stitches and do a slip stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's so tiny, you guys. It's easy to get lost, but trust in your count. Slip stitch through all the loops. Then we're going to mark it off. We're going to mark this off. So now we're going to do row 4. Oh my gosh, this is getting so, it's so tiny, you guys. It's crazy. We're going to chain 1, and then we're going to count down to 6 stitches in this tiny arm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and oh my god, 6, remove the marker. Okay, we're going to count back 6, do a slip stitch. 3, 4, 5, 6. Make sure to get the front and back loops, and then draw through all of the loops. Okay. Then we're going to mark this off. And we have 2 more rows to do, you guys. And then this arm will be finished. This tiny, tiny arm. Okay, 2 more rows. Let's do this. I think you could possibly count it too if you lose count of your rows, because we know that this little magic loop here is 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're on the 5th row. Chain 1, and then we're going to count 6 single crochet stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Remove the marker. I'm going to count back 6 and do a slip stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do the slip stitch, and then we're gonna mark this off. We're gonna mark this off. We're almost there. I like the tinier body parts because they do take 2 seconds to do. Okay, maybe not 2 seconds, but the downside of it is it's just so tiny that I just, my hands being small that they are, it's still big to do this comfortably. Alright, last row. Let's do this. Chain 1. We're going to count off 5 single crochet stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. Remove the marker. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to do a slip stitch. Okay, and we're done with this, so we are going to cut this off. I'm going to yarn over, pull this all the way through, tighten it a little bit. So we have our little arm now. Now you guys, like I always do, you have to make 2 of them. I did make one. I made one off camera. I don't know if you heard that with all that wrapping. So here's my other one. I have my 2 arms. Look how cute, and they're kind of close together in size, so I really like that. But now we have our little body with the little arms. So cute. So last but not least, we have to do the ears, and this one's gonna get a little crazy, but we start off the same way like we did with the previous. We got to do 6 stitches in the first row. So what I'm gonna do, we have a good amount of yarn left. I guess it was the puppy that just didn't have enough yarn. Alright, so we're gonna yarn over twice. Gonna want to put your middle finger over that excess there, hold it down. I'm going to put our hook under each of these loops here. We're going to pull it back, grab this 3rd one, and we're going to stick it under the 2. So we have a little loop now. We're going to yarn over again, and we're going to pull a loop through that. So now we have our ring secure. We can slip this off the finger, and we have our magic ring. And like what we did for the arms, we are going to chain 1. Okay. And in case, let me show this to you guys again. Okay. So we did steps 1, 2, 3, 4. We just did 5, pulling the chain. Now rows 6 through 9 are single crochet stitches. So we have to do 6 of them. You're gonna stick this into the hook and the ring, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. We have our first single crochet stitch. Let's do 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So now we should have 6 single crochet stitches. Let's count back from the hook to make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so now we are going to do 10, and 10 is telling you to pull that string. In the first few videos I was just pulling the string straight out and trying to finagle a way to get all the other ones to follow. This time I figured it out. You pull this, and for whichever loop is pulling in first, it's this one here. You want to pull this side out so that this one will go in. So just do that. Keep doing that till that second one kind of disappears into the ring. And once you have that down, then you can pull this excess out and pull it tight enough to close this magic ring. And there you go. Got your tightly packed ring. We're going to do a slip stitch. Again, we'll count back 6 stitches and do a slip stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Yarn over, draw through all loops. We got our first row completed. So let's go back here, you guys. We have to do the ear. So we have our first row done. Our second row, we have 6 plus 6. So pretty much every stitch we're going to do an increasing stitch. You guys, like I did with the arm, I'm going to use my stitches to hide the excess piece here, this long piece. I just really don't like that. But before we start this row, we're gonna yarn over and pull up a loop. We have our chain, and then we're gonna start our single crochet stitches, doing the increasing stitch each stitch. So single crochet, increasing stitch, single crochet, increasing stitch, single crochet, increasing stitch, single crochet, increasing stitch. And as I'm doing this, you guys, I'm realizing that I didn't put the marker on, so I have to count back from the hook and see if I am even doing this right. So let's count back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 10, so I have to do this one more time, and I'll try not to forget to do the marker next time. Single crochet, increase stitch. Okay, let's count back 12 and do a slip stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let's count this again just to make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. Okay. Slip stitch. I just lost the hook there. Just stick it back in. I'm going to mark this off because I don't want to do the same thing. Now we can go on to row 3 through 4, sorry. And they're easy, it's just 12 stitches. So let us yarn over, pull up a chain, and then let's do 12 single crochet stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Remove the marker. Okay. Push the prettier side out. And we're going to count 12 from the hook and do a slip stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then we're going to mark this off. Now we're going to do row 4, and we're going to do another 12 stitches. So we're going to chain 1, and we're going to count 12 single crochet stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Remove the marker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Do a slip stitch. And we're going to mark it off. And then we're going to do row 5. And it says that we have 12 stitches minus 3. So we're going to find out where they want us to decrease the stitch. And you guys, we only have 2 rows left. So we are really near the finish line. Okay, row 5, 12 stitches, minus 3. Here's row 5. We have 1, 2, 3 decrease, 1, 2, 3 decrease, 1, 2, 3 decrease. So we are going to be decreasing every 3rd stitch. Okay, so let's chain 1, and then every third one we're going to decrease. So 1, 2, and we're going to decrease 1, again, yarn over, pull through all 3, then we're going to do this again, 1, 2, decrease stitch, 1, 2, 1, 2. We're going to do the decreasing stitch. Pull out the marker. So now we should have 9 stitches. I'm going to count backwards and do a slip stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Count twice, stitch once. Alright, now we're going to mark it off. We have one more row to do, you guys. And then I'm going to do a part 3 video assembling this. But for this last row, we got to do 9 stitches. So we're going to chain 1, and then we're going to count 9 single crochet stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, the marker. Now we're going to count back 9 and do a slip stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And since we are done with this, I'm just gonna cut this off here. I'm gonna yarn over, pull all the way through, pull that tightly, and we finished our ear. So how about that, you guys? Completed the ear, and then of course I did do another ear off camera, and it looks pretty much the same, so that's good. So I have 2 ears, 2 arms, and a body. So you guys, in this part 3, I'm going to be stuffing the bunny. Look how much yarn we have left. I'm going to be stuffing the bunny, and I'm going to be putting on the nose. I'm going to use my own yarn to do the eyes because I don't want these choking parts in there. But that is it for this, you guys. So thank you so much for watching. This is Isms by Josie. Please share, like, and subscribe for future videos. And join me again for part 3 where I assemble our little bunny. And I'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye.